one, there's a real cursory examination of data where and then there's confirmation bias, and the combination of the two of those things. They find one thing that sort of kind of vaguely supports what they want it to support, and then they run with it and they talk about it as if they're experts.
Very dangerous.
Yes, and this is one of the reasons why I'm so happy that you're talking about this, because you can give people a real comprehensive understanding of all the different things at play. And one of the things that I get from you when I talk to you about nutrition is it's mind-boggling how many different factors are going on simultaneously in the human body when it comes to nutrition, absorption, when it, in the various stages of the body, and how it can vary with different people. I mean, there's so much going on.
Right. Yeah.
So when someone just starts talking about vegetables are toxic, like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Have you read any of the study? Have you just go look at the scientific data? Like,
but they want it to be toxic. This is what's crazy. This is an ideology that's akin to veganism. It's really, it's just another side of the same mindset. It's almost like a religious mindset. There's this hashtag.
You said it, not me.
I did say it. Look, I'm a fucking meat eater.
Yeah, I know you are.
You can't accuse me of being anti-meat, but I eat more vegetables, I think, than I eat meat. It's certainly like right up there, and I'm not giving them up. I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me, and I like them. Like,
right.
There's this weird push. This is all absent from and this is one of the things that's disturbing, the most disturbing for me. It's like, I get that they're seeing positive results. I'm not going to deny that they're receiving, but when they start saying, plants are bad, and there's like my friend Chris, he's always talking about the war on carbs. He's also got Chris Bell. He's got autoimmune issues as well. He's had both of his hips replaced before he was 35, and severe arthritis, and he is leaner than he's ever been and benefiting greatly from this carnivore diet. But he's like, he talks about it like he uses hashtag war on carbs, and he doesn't eat salad. He won't eat greens. Like, he thinks greens are bad for you. I'm like, man, not sure that's correct. I think you got to eat your vegetables, son. That's one thing that I freak out about people that are on this carnivore diet. I hear this carnivore diet stuff, and they're like, oh, no problem shitting at all. I'm like, no problem at all. You don't eat any vegetables? You got no problem at all? Would it really kill you to eat some broccoli with that? Okay. I just can't imagine that broccoli's killing you. I think if broccoli's killing you, like, oh, come on, really? There's probably something else wrong. You should probably get your blood work done, try to figure out what the vitamins are. So, I did the carnivore diet for all of January. I lost 12 pounds, gained a ton of energy. My energy levels were completely flat the whole month. No ups and downs from crashing after eating. I had a belly. A lot of people made fun of me, fat shamed me. I lost all my fat. I lost all the belly. I lost my love handles. I don't know if I'm gonna keep eating like this, but it was tremendously beneficial. And I also have an autoimmune disorder. It's called vitiligo, and my vitiligo improved. I had a bunch of white spots fill in, so I don't know. I went into this thing thinking this carnivore diet was wacky, and I probably would think it's nonsense, but this is as good as I felt in a long time, and it's just 1 month. That may be the root for many people of a lot of causes of pain and discomfort is just inflammation, heavy diet.
Right.
Sugar.
Right.
Sugar is a big one.
So if you get all of that out of your system, your body can, go to work on the stuff it has to go to work on?
Yeah, you get all that shit out of your system and your body doesn't experience inflammation from your food.
Right.
And if you're eating food that, like, grass-fed beef, or in my case, elk, I'm sure vegetables are not bad for you. I just did it to try to find to try to find out what it's like to only eat meat.
Right.
When you have no carbohydrates, one of the things that's most amazing is that there's no crashing. You would eat and you don't feel any different after you ate other than the fact that you don't feel hungry.
Right.
Like, you don't crash.
Right.
There's no ups and downs and peaks and valleys. My energy levels were amazing.
Really?
How quickly? Energy.
How quickly?
2 weeks in.
2 weeks.
2 weeks in, I noticed I felt amazing.
Really?
And I was shedding weight. I was shedding a lot of weight. I think I was like 7 pounds down 2 weeks in.
Jeez.
Now I'm 12 pounds down, 12-ish, something like that. I was 193 this morning. I was weighing about 205 before I started this diet.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
I feel a lot better. Like, a lot better.
Really?
Yeah.
So what would you recommend? Would you recommend people just do that? Or do you think you
I think for people who have an autoimmune disorder, I do believe there are certain people that have an adverse reaction to some plants, some foods. That's what an elimination diet is all about. It's like trying to find out what are the things that bother you.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like what I did is I just took a lot of multivitamins. I took a bunch of different vitamins and nutrients and supplements on top of this carnivore diet. So I'm only eating meat, but then I'm taking all the essential vitamins and amino acids, and I'm also taking fish oil. So I'm covering all my nutritional bases.
Right.
But I'm not doing it with food. I'm not doing it with plants. I'm only eating grass-fed meat, and then or elk, and then on top of that, I'm taking in fat from like bacon. Like bacon, I needed fat because elk in particular is very lean. If I'm only eating elk, if I eat grass-fed beef, I'm fine. But with things like elk, you really do need some extra sources.
If you don't have fat, would you start to feel bad?
Yeah, your body doesn't like it.
No.
Yeah, your body does not want a low-fat diet with low carbohydrates. There's a thing called rabbit starvation. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
People got that in Antarctica. I think it was Antarctica. In the cold climates where they were shooting rabbits and eating rabbits, and they were literally starving to death, even though they were eating all these rabbits, because the rabbits have no fat on them. So they're only eating this lean protein, but with no fat at all, and you start feeling like shit.
Oh.
Different explorers have found that too, that, when they, were living in places and trying to eat only the foods that they could harvest off the land, they're eating animals, like they had to take in fat. If you don't take in fat, you feel really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a little bit, so if you could balance it, so would you say maybe 80%?
This is what I would say. Try it. Just try
it
a carnivore diet. Try it straight out.
Right.
And I think you'd be amazed at how good you feel.